Hi, Rayne. Okay, just reading through your post here. This is called a dispersion effect, what the video tutorial used. And it's a technique that's been around for a while, but I think some of the tools in Photoshop now are really bringing this to a really an interesting level of believability and engagement. It used to be much more labor intensive. Now it's a pretty straightforward process. Now, one thing I would mention is that it is a specialty technique. So it's not something that you'll be using on a regular basis. Um, but I think that it's a good, interesting technique, and with some creativity, I think you can really get some interesting results here. One of the things I noticed looking at your, what I would recommend with this is use your brush, use it as scatter brush, and use much smaller brush. I think this brush is really too large. So right now we're just getting kind of a this effect that it's more of a brush than a dispersion. As we can see, the results here almost look like it's breaking into dust and blowing away, whereas this one doesn't. We're not really getting that effect. I think that my recommendation would be to follow the tutorial a little bit more closely, maybe reduce the size of your brush and find a really interesting scatter brush. I think the one he uses, right, let me see, we're right about here. Yeah, right here. Oh, wow, I hit that exactly. I can't believe I got it exact. That's exactly what I was looking for right there. But the brush itself, I think it has a lot to do with the effect and the success of the actual tutorial.
Some
And
of
then
my
when we
best
come
ideas
down,
come when
oops,
I'm dreaming.
commercials, I hate this. Have you noticed that YouTube is just giving more and more commercials? I just want to get
Thank you.
that. There we go. So right here in this area there, now we're starting to really get some of the interesting effects with some background blending, etc. But and then also, boy, one thing I want to mention is this: YouTube has a lot of these tutorials that don't have sound, and I just don't understand why. Because if you're going to make a video, it's so easy to add a camera and a recording. The reason they use this really super cheesy music is because it's copyright free. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of these. Like the music is so annoying. I can't sit through a lot of these. I'm wondering, did you experience the same thing? Um, Okay, so again, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. And again, moving forward, I would recommend just reduce the size of your brush. Pick a nice scatter brush and really reduce the size of that brush. I think you'll get much better results. All right, fantastic job. Thank you so much for sharing, Ray.